Okay, hello everyone. So this is I think this is going to be the last one of the tours. It depends if I have to actually cut off and I don't know, find any good video editors which I could actually use and they would function on my mobile phone. Don't know what has been problem, but for some odd reason I haven't been able to use any of those or download them basically. But anyway, I could like move them to my laptop or something, but yeah, I'll try to run this through and just pause it for a while at some point and hopefully remember. Oh, lovely plant. Yeah, I know it's coming from the winter rest. So yeah, hopefully I remember to actually that I have this recording here. So let's see how I fare with it. So first of all, I know this looks really odd that I have this just plastic something which is not even really fancy and design and stuff like that. It's because if I want something to buy something here, it has to be exactly great for this room and this basically a shelving unit. So that's why I haven't changed anything yet on that matter. So please forgive me for this sort of like, I just like to recycle things, okay? I need to be sorry for that. But anyway, let's get going because my hand is not shaking yet that badly. Oh yeah, it's M here, like you didn't notice it. Okay, this has been a really horrible day for my. I don't remember words anymore. But anyway, this is at one point I actually checked the name for this. I actually have to recheck it again because I don't remember what this cactus is called. But it was one which my sister actually rescued from one warehouse and they were going to throw them away, so she just grabbed what she could. And so I have one, my sister has two. I don't know, was there more of them? But anyway, this has been in a cold space before, so now I brought it out here and it's quite humid here, so I haven't given it that much to drink, so it gets to going and gets to used to the sun, so to speak, because it has been in a darker place. Yep, and here is my Propetalum crossed with Zygopetalum. So I have this new growth here. I had actually two of them, but the other one rotted away. I had some sort of rotting issues in this growth space. So I actually clean everything, all the surfaces, the wall and stuff. So and threw off the plants which look really horrible. So hopefully I did manage to save that one because its friend just, it's still there, but I'm not sure if it has like growing like the ice, available ice anymore. Anyway, this is another one. This is from Equagenera. And it's Sartochi. I'm not sure about the English pronunciation, so do forgive me. Chartochilum serratum. Okay, but anyway, in Finnish we would pronounce it Growthspace serratum. Yeah, perfect pronunciation. Yeah, it's growing these new growths. Seems to be doing okay. Not seems to have some sort of like molding issue there. I don't know why. I have been putting some hydroperoxide there, but it comes back and it's not bothering it, so I'm just letting it be. This is actually Oncidium type, so but it needs really cool and moist environment, hence this room, because there is no radiator on, so I can actually by closing and opening the door I can actually affect how cool here is. And besides, my kid likes to sleep in a cooler climate, so that's why it's in his room. And then there is this one. It's really amazing looking. Just look at the variegation on the leaves. So this is let me show you so you don't have to. Okay, Cymbidium encephalium Hong Shai, I guess. Sorry about my Chinese, I don't know how to pronounce that, let alone. So it's a really nice plant. It's Cymbidiums, those huge among things which normally you see on the garden centers, but this is a species. So basically it's not going to be that much bigger. So there's my hand, so you can actually see. So the bulbs are size of my end of my thumb, or yeah. So it's growing that new growth there, and that's almost finished. Sorry about the leaves. Yeah. So yeah, it's in this sort of funny pot because it needs like a lot of room to put its roots down. And yeah, I'm just testing out where it likes to be. I'm not sure what has caused this tip burning. Is it like fertilizers or something else? I have to actually check, but other than that it looks fine. And the the inflorescence, the scent is just amazing. It doesn't look anything special, but it smells like, or scents like Chanel number 5, if you have noticed that. If you don't like it, don't buy that plant. Okay, and the next one. This has been a long project for me. I bought it from the flower shops. At that year, it was like 1.5 years ago. They didn't have that good quality Miltoniopsis. So this is Miltoniopsis. It's sold as Miltonia, and it's not Miltonia. It's the old way of naming this. It was like during 70s they decided to actually use the Miltoniopsis and Miltonia separately, but still the shops or the massively growing, they like to use Miltonia. The growth habit and the growing conditions are totally different. This likes cool environment and moisture, which hence the place. Yep. And that's the name, probably. It wasn't unnamed, but this is the closest I can get. So Miltoniopsis red tide. So these really enjoy it moist. That's why I have the sphagnum moss in there. And as you can see, it didn't have that many roots when it grew this pulp. So it was still recovering. And this one growth started just now, and this one has been this small for a long time. I'm waiting it to actually grow another pseudobulb from there. You might not see it, but there is actually an eye which has started moving. So I'm hoping I'm able to actually get these new growths to be a bit bigger than these two. So let's see. I have been adjusting a bit the fertilizing, so maybe I'll get it right this time. But yeah, I need to actually water it again. It's really going too much to the dry side, so it's moist but not enough for this plant apparently. And then there's this one. It came to me last fall and it didn't have any roots. It was like there was 3 plants, these plants here. I actually have to find the tag because I don't remember what this one was called, but it was something like Zygopetalum type, which really needs moisture and everything else. And this was the only one which actually I managed to survive, and it grew this new little growth, and you can see there is new roots coming in, or is it like a new growth, I guess. But yeah, evidently it enjoyed to be in this cup. I didn't want to move it. I'm just happy it's alive, so I'll keep it in that cup. And then we have behind this mist, there is again Equagenera orchid, and this is Oncidium noiselianum. It's a species, not hybrid. Not looking that good, but what do you expect? This one comes from the South America, and I'm living in Northern Europe, so that's quite good for this finicky plant. Yeah. So it has really special and beautiful looking flowers. They are like this orangey, and they sparkle. It's like there is this like a little glitter on it. When you put, like when you're using camera, you can actually see the glittering. So highly recommend this plant. Then I'm pausing a bit so I can make a swift move, because I don't want you to get seasick. Just a second. Okay, so this is my windowsill. I need to actually clean it up, and well, today I was thinking I would remove all these plants, clean everything up, wash the window, and also I could actually get this to look a bit better, but for the time being you have to go with this one. So this is I think I have lost the tag. So this is one of those cactuses which have, or cacti, which has this bluish tint on them, and I have been trying to keep it as well as I can, but unfortunately, as you can see, it has been a bit like thinner over there, so I shouldn't be touching it. So it depends on how well I'm giving it light. If it has to like really stretch towards the light, it becomes really like thin. So if your cacti is doing something like that, maybe you should check that out. I'm not an expert, but this is how I assume it's supposed to be. Don't mind about the garden. I'm actually trying to kill some weeds there. I don't like to use any weed killers or anything chemical, because I have a really rich fauna behind there in the forest. So that's why I'm using these sort of funny methods. You'll see at some point. But anyway, this cactus, or it's actually rainforest cacti, Schlumberger I think was the name, and this is the one which is I don't remember the name. Was it truncata? Not sure, but this is the one which is like say in English you say it's Thanksgiving cactus. We in Finland say it's Christmas cactus, so it depends on when it's flowering, but you can actually separate them with this. But I recommend you to check out the Desert Plants of Avalon, Lynn. She actually knows loads of these. So this one fell off. It was like really didn't like where I was keeping them in this old soil compost mixture, and it was those, you know, which you usually use in what you usually buy from shops. So I just used that, and it was hard as rock, and I was too slow to change it, so these just literally walked off. So so yeah, do things on time with the plants. And that little thing is not mine. It's and these cacti, they are my son's, so it's not mine. Okay, but yeah, that little cactus, it's my sister's. I don't remember the name. I would need the tag, but I'm keeping it until this situation calms down, and either I send it to her or she comes to fetch it, or I'll bring it to her. But anyway, they are staying here. And this is succulent. Was it like oh my gosh, I don't remember, but it's not cactus, it's like something else. I had the name on my Instagram account. Just go and check that out. It's the same name, Tropical Plants Finland. You can find me there. This little thing, this is an Phalaenopsis orchid. It hasn't flowered for 2 years now, so I'm hoping that this year it would actually flower. It doesn't have anything wrong with it. It has lost only a couple of leaves. I might do repotting and check out how the roots are, because if you can see that crinkling, that's not good sign. So I need to check how the roots are. It might be that I have lost some. This one is a test. I'm testing out all of these. This is again Sologeny Magdalene. So it's crossed with Sologeny usitana fimbriata. I don't remember which way. But anyway, I have one in the other room, one in here. Doesn't look that good, and one in my paludarium. Just wait, you see that one. It's looking fantastic. And this is my Venus flytrap. Don't remember the name. This is actually mine. But anyway, it had flowered at one point. Now it's just growing those new things to catch some flies. I'm keeping it sitting on water, and it's on the south facing window. I try to mist it sometimes, but just in case. It's just because I feel like it'll die if I don't mist it, even though I'm not sure if it's actually doing anything. But yeah, continue. So this is just Masdevallium hybrid. I guess this has some sort of summer, warmer climate Masdevallia crossed in there, because it was doing quite not that good during winter time. But now that the sun has come up, and I did have a light here during winter time, so it wasn't that. Now that the sun has come out, it has started to actually producing new leaves, but I haven't seen any flowers on it yet, so I'm not sure if it's going to ever flower for me. Might be that I'm going to sell it or give it away at some point if I'm unable to actually give it that sort of place that it actually enjoys it and flowers for me. This is another one of those Slumbergera, and I had repotted it just now. Although now I'm actually using the bark which I use for aroids, so I'm not sure if it's okay, because there is like a little bit of cocoa coir in it, so not sure if they are going to be okay with that, but let's see. And that one, this is Havorthia. Gee, this is difficult. Sorry, succulent. But that's not the right name. It's not fasciata. I think fasciata is a little bit, it's almost like if you would be selling something like the monkey mask Monstera, what's it called, Adansoni. So basically as that really rare Monstera, which obliqua, yeah. So this is like the fasciata is something like you don't see that much on sale. So this had some other name, but I think I have lost the tag, and unfortunately I don't know what has happened to this, but this growth, let me get it, if I can actually show it to you. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it, just gone that brown, not sure. It grew quite nicely. That one seems to be okay. Yeah, not sure. Something is not right with that poor thing. I don't know, have to check. And this one, I should actually repot it. I've been really like pushing it, because the thing is, now I have water, it's just now so I cannot actually separate, but there is like this funny, like a mushroomy kind of block, which I'm unable to actually remove, and the roots are surrounding it, and they're really delicate. So I have been a bit hesitant to repot it if I leave this block there, and it's going to be too wet and the poor plant is going to suffer. So now I have to recheck it and see if I could actually put it into the bigger pot. Okay, this one actually came to us. Now I have to, sorry about this poor thing, in this sort of stage, if I can show you. So it had some sort of like it was like rotten there. It looks really horrible, but I used like this isopropanol alcohol to disinfect it, but I had to like scrape all off from there inside of that plant, and it's now doing quite okay. It just has this cosmetic thing there, nothing worse, but I think it can pull through. So this one, I contacted the seller and they were really sorry about that. That's why my sister actually got 2 of those, that one succulent with the cacti, because this was my sister's. She ordered this for herself. Sorry about the, yeah, I was telling you that I was going to clean this off, but yeah, she was going to order only this one. Or no, my mother and I ordered this as a surprise for my sister. Oh, let me turn off the fan because it's blowing right in my face. Okay, much better. So I contacted them. They give me that new cactus, and then they gave that other succulent as a sorry for having this bad specimen with you, and I was quite okay with that. But yeah, so the next one, so this one, it's some sort of oh yeah, there's a tag. Ooh, only tag that I seem to have saved. Clinia leptophylla. Clinia leptophylla. Oh, sorry. Yeah, hopefully you can actually read my writing. I'm not that clear with it. But yeah, some sort of a succulent thing. That's my son's too. He collects these. And this one, I have lost its tag too, but it's huge. I think my son bought it so that it had like this one, that one, and 1 or 2 of these. But that's a new one. And all of this is like 2 years of growth and never have bloomed. Don't know if it's not getting cool enough here, or is it too small to actually bloom yet. It has fallen off some of those like pieces on it. Sorry about the shakiness. Oh, okay, this is difficult, but that's the Sansevieria samurai thingy. Just a second, try to get the right name without getting all those prickly things onto my hand. So it's not Rorida. I think it's something else. I need to actually check that. But yeah, it's growing. That's 1 year of growth. And there is coming a new leaf. And that's my son's too. Okay, so this is a new one. I probably won't be watering it for a long time because it has this much, this sort of like potting media, and it's really wet. I can still touch it and it feels like it's a wet sponge. So I don't know, it's doing fine. It seems to be growing. There is growth. So I just don't water it. I keep it here. It's cool, it's moist. So, and it's well sunny, south facing window. It's a bit like further away from the window, and it likes its living. So don't want to disturb it unless I have to. I might actually take some cuttings to get it established, to like have this second one there, just in case. So I actually found, was it not dude or somebody had this really good how to take cuttings from this Hoya linearis. I didn't actually mention the name, so that's Hoya linearis. Sorry, languages mix me up. I speak quite a lot of different languages, so I sometimes pronounce things funny way. But anyway, so I might actually try that. It's like propagating inside of glass jar or something. So that's just to have safe side, so I don't lose this one if something happens. Okay, then hopefully that wasn't so fast. So this is my son's aquarium, and here is my new Hoya Calyx. I keep it here because I'm not sure if it has like any pests or anything. I might actually keep it inside of this pot for a while. Let's see. If it starts to acting really weird way, I might have to report it. But yeah, there's something coming up. It's growing. Seems to like it, so I'll let it be here. And it hasn't. I usually check these tendrils. Will you just... Yeah, it's still growing. So if it's growing still, I can tell that the moisture level in this room is quite okay. And this one is micans, philodendron micans. And it has some official name, but I haven't put a tag here yet. So micans is something like... you just say that it's like a spathiphyllum. They are peace lilies. So micans is something which is just there, but it has some sort of like, or did they change it? Something like that. But anyway, it has some... Again, on my Instagram, I always try to put the correct terms and Latin names also there, in case somebody needs to know which one it is. Yeah, this came just with my other plants, with that peace lily back there, and just, oh my gosh, this looks so beautiful when they are actually trying to come out of the leaves. Yeah. Oh, and there is my other Zygopetalum cross with don't remember what it was, but yeah. Oh, I have a tag. Woohoo! Gosh. Okay, Propetalum. Okay, so basically, I'm not sure if it has enough eyes. I think orchids, at least Cattleya, some of them, cannot say completely sure that this is how it is, but some of them has only 2 eyes, available eyes, where you can actually grow these new bulbs, which is actually the one part of the plant. So orchids are growing like that. If you don't know that much about the orchids, if you know, sorry about the repetition. Oh, language. Difficult thing. So this was actually because I actually ordered my micans and this one separately, and I paid for the delivery, and then I wanted to order my sister that cactus, so I ordered Hoya linearis for myself, and they gave me this because I paid like double shipment, so I got this. So I might be like growing a bunch of peace lilies. Anyone want to share, exchange? Let me know. If I don't have something, we could exchange plants. when all these things like fade away and it's safe actually to go to the post office and do stuff, I think I wouldn't do that, because I don't want to go to the post office if I don't have like somebody really needs this, that they are dying or something because of this situation. So I prefer not to send now flowers or do exchange or anything like that. Just that there is one less person going to one less time. So, that was really good English, but anyway, you get my point. So I think I have to do one more video separately of my living room plants. There are a few of them, and then there is my paludarium project. I'm going to show you that it's not completely perfect, definitely not even close to it, to being perfect. So I really but you guys can see it's when I'm just making it bit by bit, so you can see the process and how much time and effort it takes to actually design it. So it takes time. Anyway, I think I end it here. And yeah, thanks for watching, and this might come up maybe tomorrow.